Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Get ready to elevate your makeup game with this easy to follow, step by step, detailed, soft glam makeup tutorial for my client turning 40. Let's get right in. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Meet my beautiful client. Her name is Mrs. Kelechi Pondi, and first step I want to leave you with is make sure you properly set up all the makeup tools you'll be needing for your makeup before you proceed. In that way, it helps you to save time that you don't look for things. And next off is this Sephora smoothing pad here. This, you use this to properly cleanse the skin, to take off dirty and to smoothen the skin. And next off is me using my micellar water to properly steam our face, okay, because hydration is actually very important, because this helps to prepare your pores and your skin for what is about to absorb. Next off is moisturizer. This is very important, okay, you cannot skip this irrespective of whether you carry your natural face or you want to apply makeup. And then when you are done applying with a brush, I like to warm that using my hands to just apply the eye cream under the eyes, okay, gently and calmly. Next off is me applying this prep and prime toner, okay, and I apply this only on the T-zone, which is the forehead, the nose and the chin. And then I went in with this elf grip primer, which is one of my favorite primer in recent time. The elf grip primer helps to hold your foundation and keep your makeup lasting all day, irrespective of your skin type. It is very important for you to use a primer, apply a primer before any makeup, okay. And then I went in with another primer. This is a Nigerian brand primer, the Veebeauty. I'm using a mattifying primer because she have a oily skin, so it's very fine and very okay for you to apply more than one foundation primer, okay. And then when that is dried, and please always remember that each product must dry down before you move to the next is foundation application. This is one of my favorite parts when it comes to makeup, okay, and I use the L'Oreal True Match, the Huda Beauty and the MAC. I mixed these three shades of foundation because I needed to correct eye undertone, okay. I like to use foundation to correct skin rather than use concealer, okay. This is just my thing. It's okay to do what works for you. This is what works for me. And then first off, I like to work on one area of the face before moving to the other parts of the face. This helps me to properly blend my foundation better and properly because it doesn't dry easily, okay. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I like to transit from one section of the face, like I've done both sides, and now I am on the forehead and on the nose. When it comes to the forehead and the nose, I use the excesses remaining on the brush to just apply on those areas, because those parts of your face do not need heavy foundation, okay. And then it's important for me to first of all use a brush to apply foundation product, and then when I'm done with that, I went in with my setting spray to set all of that, and then I went in with beauty blender. For this beauty blender, I need to give you guys the gist, and the moral lesson of my story is learn to apply foundation using your brush, because on this day my eye clear. I forgot my beauty blender that I washed at home, so when I was done I needed to use a beauty blender. I had to kindly ask the client if she has beauty blender. Luckily she said yes. For the first time in years, I'm using someone else's beauty blender, and in my head I was like, so if I don't know how to use brush to apply foundation, what would I have done? Anyways, I would have used my hands, because that's another thing I learned how to do. So guys, try and just learn various ways on how you can apply foundation. You never can tell, okay. Anybody can make mistake at any time. And then when I was done, I applied a highlight, which was 2 shades of concealer brighter. And then I like to apply my highlight in the area where the face is going to pop, which is the forehead, the under eyes, the nose and the chin. And then when I was done with that, it was time for the blush application, and I'm using the Beauty by AD blush palette. I mixed the red shade and the pink shade together because I needed a warm tone on a light skin. This client was one of the most calm clients I've ever made up. See how she's not stressing me, she's not pressing her phone. This is one of the most obedient clients ever. If you tell her look up, now up they look. If you tell her look corner, na corner they look. If you tell her close her, na eye she dey close. As in, see, sometimes I really wish clients will understand what obedience is, because when you are obedient to your makeup artist, trust me, you end up having the best glam ever. Blending is key in makeup artistry, especially if you want a flawless soft glam. At this point, it was time for contouring. I use a shade Warm to contour her nose, to further snatch the nose, and then I went in to further highlight the forehead and the bridge of her nose. Perfect example of an obedient client. See how she's looking up, and this made it very easy for me to blend under those eyes, those eye lines, those wrinkles properly. Okay, see how she's looking up. Like, see, when clients they obey, it they make your work the easy, the fine, the smooth, they do okay. I beg, people should help us 2025 like this lovely, adorable, most obedient clients. Okay, we move. When I'm done with baking, it's time for me to tam those brows using a brow tamer and a mascara wand brush. Okay, this is a brush that usually have spoolie. You just need to brush those hairs that are there and then make it to stay in place while I apply eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer is a very important factor when it comes to eye makeup, okay, because this helps to allow your eyeshadow to sit properly, to not crack, to not break, and to pop, okay, especially if the eyeshadow is not that pigmented. Eyeshadow primer helps you to change your eyeshadow game. And then I use the powder that I use for our contour to just apply on our crease. When I'm done with eyeshadow on the eye crease, I further went to the eyelid, okay, and I'm applying a matte eyeshadow. I also apply a darker shade of brown at the outer corner of her eyes to further make the eyes look cashy and a bit sexy. Okay, and this is another tip that helps you to uplift the face and the eyes. When I remove that razor blade, did you see how that corner of her eyes, her outer lid, is looking cashy, uplifted, and sexy? And then I now applied another shade of brown to further make it pop. And this eyeshadow is very pigmented. I use the Juvia's Place eyeshadow and the Morphe palette eyeshadow. Okay, so guys, this tip is very important. I hope you remember to try this out if you are a makeup artist. If you are not a makeup artist, have you tried this? What was the outcome? Let me know in the comment section if you have tried this tip, okay, if you have tried this technique of how to uplift the eyes using a razor blade and eyeshadow without applying a eye tape or a eye lifter. Okay, now it's time to get into those eyeliner. I use a black gel liner to further line our eyes. I use the Tahila gel liner, okay, the black gel liner, and the excess is remaining on the angle brush that I use on the eyelid. Why am I going to waste it when I can also use it to outline our brows? Okay, this is another tip for you. This is another beautiful makeup techniques that you should learn. Okay, I use the essences on the brow gel to just apply on those brows, to first of all outline the brows, to make it pop and to define it and to sculpt it properly. You can see how I am just going in gently. What I usually do to my brows is I first of all try to get the shape, which is drawing a line above and a line under, and then I will now shade the inside. Okay, this is what I'm doing. So sometimes it's easier for me to just use the angle brush to gently outline those brows before filling. This is another makeup tip for me, and trust me, it's always difficult getting this angle. Sometimes people say eyebrows are sisters. They are not twin, my darling, because you can see the angle where I drew the other one. It was easy and perfect. The angle now I'm standing to do this other eyes, you can see how I'm battling and I'm changing directions. Okay, even though both brows are the same, there is always a little struggle when it comes to one part of the eyes. When I'm done using a brow gel, it's now time for me to use a pencil to fill in those light strokes okay. And then when I'm done with that, the remaining, as in the excesses from the concealer that I use on a highlight, is what I'm just going to apply under those brow bones to make it pop. This further outline and this further just help to define your brows properly. You can see the areas where the brow bone where I apply concealer and the brow bones where I did not, okay. It's not as if it's not fine, it's fine, but trust me, there's always a difference. Blend, guys. It's a teamwork thing because the hairstylist is also doing a thing. So I'm just using the queen cover gel to further blend the bridge of her nose and the beginning of her brows. And then I went in with this setting spray from So Pro Cosmetics. I love how this setting spray just hydrates the skin and how it just check out that melt. Did you see that melt? Did you see it? No, you did not. I know you did. You saw it. And then next off, when you allow that to dry in, make sure that step dries properly before you move into the next. It's time for me to use my MAC skin finishing powder to apply under the eyes, okay, and the bridge of our nose. When I'm done with that, I went in with this affordable eyelash glue called Classic, okay. I like the way this just dries very fast. And then when I'm done applying the glue on top of the eyeliner that I applied initially, I went in with this newly launched eyelash from the Veebeauty collection, and the name of this particular style of lashes is called Classic style on classic glue, okay. But please try remember the name of these lashes is Veebeauty lashes, okay. Veebeauty eyelashes. She's on Instagram, you can go check her out. I love these lashes. It's natural, it's very fine, very fine, okay. See how it's on her eyes and then it's as if she doesn't have any lashes on. And I also love the fact that it's a lightweight lashes. Let me say you go put lashes for her, you're gonna be like wish. No, this one will be like that, okay. Check her out on Instagram. I'll drop her Instagram handle below. And then next off is me using that same blush palette that I used to apply a blush. I'm using that as a lipstick. Guys, this is another important tip for you. It's very important for you to know how to multitask. It's also more important for you to know how to use one product to do several things on the face. That will help you to save money. And then I went in with my Eye Magic lip palette and I took the light shade there, that whitish color you're seeing. I applied that at the tip. See how my client is looking all beautiful. And then lastly was me going in with this Msmetics glow. Man, this is a game changer. I just love how this just took the makeup from 100 to 1000. And to think that on this particular Glam, I did not use any other powder or lighter. I did not use my Fenty glow. See guys, Nigeria brown is trying. In recent time, I am proud of some of them. Seriously, I am. And without this skin is popping so far, I am not using any other glue, not even the Fenty highlighter. Okay, so it's time for me to apply my setting spray, and I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray to further melt all of that. When it is properly dried down using a mini fan, I'll proceed to using a fixing spray. If you want to know the difference between a setting spray and a fixing spray, let me know. But for now, a fixing spray helps you to lock all of those makeup, no shifting, no moving. See how my client is looking so glamorous. Trust me, there's nothing as beautiful as a soft glam. Soft glam helps you to look better, and this just suits our 40th birthday shoot. She wore 2 different outfits. I actually love this black beautiful outfit, very glamorous. And then it was time for us to shoot content, and this is the unbothered queen. Her name is Mrs. Kelechi Pondi, aka the unbothered queen. I love this particular outfit. It was given Bridgerton vibe, classy, elegant, sophisticated, luxury. I love everything about this look. Anyways, if you've watched up till now, please do well to comment down below what you think about this makeup look. Let me know in the comment section. Please do well to like, share and subscribe. I will see you all in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, be happy and smile often. Bye guys. Mwah.